Hello, my name's Pamela Butchart and I'm a children's author, and I'm currently on the Scottish Friendly Children's Book Tour in Cumbria, and I'm sat on this very beautiful story chair that was carved by one of the pupils' granddads here at Seascale Primary School in Cumbria. I'm going to give you some tips on how to turn everyday, seemingly boring things into wonderful story ideas. I think in primary school lots of things happen. They can seem boring at first, but if you use your imagination, they can turn into some wild and wonderful stories. For example, just say one day your teacher comes in and she hands you your notebook and you notice that she has a teeny tiny cut on her finger. There's a story in there. Rather than just assuming that maybe she's just nicked herself on the side of the table, what if actually this little cut is from this monster rabbit that lives in her basement, and when she was trying to push it back in and shut the door, she cut herself on one of its sharp teeth. And you think, oh, and you're walking past her desk to get the big stapler out of the drawer and you notice that your teacher has carrots in her drawer. Wait a minute, what if she is the monster rabbit and she has shape-shifting abilities, and at night when she goes home, she's not a teacher, she turns into a gigantic monster rabbit? And that is how you can turn teeny tiny little things into great big huge wild story ideas. I get my inspiration for my books in lots of different places. In my first book, Baby Aliens Got My Teacher, we're introduced to the main character, Izzy, and Izzy looks at the world a little bit differently, and I suppose I do too. So, when next time you're eating a bag of crisps, don't just put your hand in and pull out any old crisp, lick it and eat it. Have a really good look, because you never know if this crisp might be your identical crisp twin. It could look exactly like somebody you know, or it could look like something else. For example, this crisp clearly looks like a slug on the back of a collie dog. They've just raced into Tesco's, been very upset because their favourite type of yoghurt is out of stock, so they're now on their way to another supermarket. However, they are stopped in the street by a giant tap dancing gorilla. And you basically can just keep pulling out crisps and adding to the story, and it's really great if you do it in a group together, and it's a lot of fun, and it's quite tasty too. And my final tip for coming up with ideas for stories is to look at pictures in books, in magazines, and on the internet as well. You can look with your mum and dad, you can look with your teacher. There are some really funny pictures out there. I'm going to show you one. Look at this. What is happening in this story? Spider-Man looks like he is crying. Or is he wrestling with this cat? Who knows? And, oh my goodness, this is a real photo, people. If you look very closely at this picture, can you see? There are baby faces in this lady's knees. Obviously this one's good and this one's evil. You could write a story about what happens to good baby and evil baby who live in this lady's knees when she goes to sleep at night. I think they probably jump out of her kneecaps and get up to all sorts of things. And one of my favourite pictures, look at this. Clearly these two dogs are dog cops. I could probably write an 80,000 word novel about that picture. I hope you can too.